Hello, it's me again, Morbid Sleep.
Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Misty morning, clouds in the sky.
Magic and religion share a lot of very important attributes. The argument could even be made that magic is a type of religion, as it requires purely ceremonial ritual and belief in often unprovable forces. Western magic, paganism, and modern Christianity in particular are most easily recognizable as having a strong common thread. Christianity actually purposely conflated paganism with witchcraft, and therefore devilry, in order to demonize these superstitious peasants who resisted conversion or weren't Puritan enough. History, in fact, shows that most Europeans were happy to welcome Christ and the God of the Hebrews onto their prayer altar alongside their other local deities. Many Christian bigwigs didn't like this and really stressed the monotheism. And, as you do, ran a smear campaign that marked other gods such as Perun, Svetovid, Zeus, Pluto, Cernunnos, Freya, and Belenos, as demons in league with God's greatest enemy, Satan. Christian prayers were then modeled after pagan incantations, and the pagan rhymes to ward away evil spirits, denounced as magic spells. Christian holidays took the place of sacred pagan festivals. Unable to destroy the customs entirely, they were perverted to serve Christ. Halloween, short for All Hallows, meaning saints, evening, was once Samhain, and other similar religious observations in other places. Since October and November in the Northern Hemisphere are the dramatic climax of the transition from fall to winter, especially in Northern Europe where winter was no joke, this time was seen by pagans as a time when the realm of the living drew nearest to the realm of either death or evil, or just a kind of opposite world with mischief and mayhem. Halloween as we know it was strategically moved from its original date in late spring to be October 31st. It is the night before All Saints' Day, and November 2nd was made into All Souls' Day. As a religious observation, this is when Christians pray extra hard for the souls of dead loved ones. Masses are held, and families gather at graves to spend time with their dead. As a hijacked pagan festival, it is when the ghosts or souls of the aforementioned loved ones are able to interact with the realm of the living. Whew, what a tangent. But necessary, I feel, to examine our biases when we hear the word religion or magic. Most of us in the West think of religion in strictly Judeo-Christian terms. Islam is a religion, Judaism is a religion, Anglican is a religion, Roman Catholicism is a religion. But is Wicca? Varg Vikernes is a practicing European pagan. Growing up, he felt more of an affinity with the Old Norse religion than with the Christian faith. He was a fan of Tolkien and tabletop RPGs as well. He has said that when media later reported that metalheads were gathering in the woods for satanic rituals, the reality was that groups of friends were LARPing in the woods at night. In the woods and at night because that's where and when they had time and no one would bother them. Fantasy and legend are two words that fit Vikernes so perfectly in so many ways. In this case, I wanted to focus on his music as Burzum. Burzum in itself was a spell. The songs were spells, and the albums were arranged in a special way to make the spells work. It was supposed to be listened to in the evening when the sunbeams couldn't vaporize the power of the magic. The listener is meant to be alone, going to sleep. The organization of the tracks, spells, were intended to result in the listener, now asleep, being transported to the realm of fantasy. The imaginary past that Burzum represents would then become real in the mind of the listener. These are direct and paraphrased quotes from Vikernes himself on the subject, and the relation between magic and spirituality seems to be near and dear to his heart. I'd actually love to read his work, Sorcery and Religion for example, but I don't ever want my hard-earned money to find his bloody hands. So unfortunately I'm unable to delve into Vikernes' specific observations on this exact subject, but I think what we have is sufficiently comprehensive for this particular video. So yeah, I mean that was like 80% Halloween lore and 20% actually talking about the thing that I said I was going to be talking about. But that's okay.